Hello, and welcome to this recap of the Family Learning Community session. On this slide, you can see previous sessions that we had with the links available to watch recaps from those sessions, as well as upcoming sessions for the rest of the year. We talked about culminating projects. Culminating projects are end-of-year, semester, or year-long tasks that allow students to demonstrate their learning in creative and authentic ways. Instead of traditional tests, students may complete projects such as research assignments, presentations, lab investigations, essays, performances, or community projects. These tasks help students integrate their learning and show mastery in meaningful, personalized ways. Culminating projects help students build deeper understanding through creative, choice-driven learning rather than memorization. They promote confidence, ownership, and essential skills such as communication, creativity, critical thinking, time management, and organization. These projects also reflect real-world expectations, preparing students for success in college, careers, and independent learning. Culminating projects can be exciting, but also overwhelming. Common challenges include getting started, managing time, understanding instructions, organizing ideas, completing revisions, and presenting work. Identifying where a student struggles helps guide effective support.
During this session, we shared some resources for putting projects into practice at Visions. On the Homeschool Hub, we have grade level resources and subject content resources for incorporating culminating projects into work. So just briefly, if you head to the Homeschool Hub in the subject content resources page, you'll see links for a variety of project types. There are ELA resources, math, science, history, social science, as well as some PE and exploration projects available. The same is true by grade level. You can head to the grade level page for your student and find some resources for incorporating projects. Now, during this session, we talked about how culminating projects provide opportunities to hone in on some skills that students have been developing in over the period of time that they've been learning in the school year. In particular, culminating projects present as a great opportunity to revise and edit in a checkpoint format. So a student can do a little bit of work, check in, and then do some revising and editing before they go on to the next part of their project. Also, culminating projects present as a great opportunity to practice speaking and listening skills. Students can present with each other and listen in and be an audience member, and they can use that to practice providing feedback and speaking in complete sentences and all those skills that come through our language and speaking and listening standards. And finally, we talked about how culminating projects present as a great opportunity for feedback. And that's where our instructional team took over in this presentation. So I'm going to invite them to share with you now.
We started the instruction portion of this session by pausing to reflect on how feedback has shaped us. We've all received that one comment, question, or suggestion that stayed with us long after the conversation ended. We took time to discuss the following questions. What's one piece of feedback that stuck with you, and why do you think it made such an impact? Now I'll pass the mic to Ashley to talk about how we built shared knowledge around feedback.
Thank you, Whitney. We got to build shared knowledge together by reviewing our family guide on feedback. We learned that effective academic feedback has several key characteristics that make it important information to share with students to help them grow as learners. We can use the acronym BEATS to describe this type of feedback. B is for balanced, E is for encouraging, A is for actionable, T is for timely, and S is for specific. It could sound like a parent saying this to their student. On your science project, you labeled your diagram clearly. Nice job. Now go back and add one fact to explain each label on your diagram. And lastly, we discussed that using the same language as the rubric provided in most curricula makes the feedback specific and actionable. Now I'll pass the mic to Dina, who will share how things went in our breakout rooms.
Thank you, Ashley. In the breakout rooms, our family partners engaged with the instructional coaches in a discussion about feedback they offer their students to encourage revision and extend their learning. When asked to share some forms of feedback they offer to guide revision, some shared that they offer verbal praise or written feedback with some glows and grows. Family partners also shared how they use this feedback to extend their students' learning by encouraging them to create models or teach that concept back to demonstrate their learning. We concluded our breakout room with some conversation around tech tool suggestions to support in providing feedback, such as using tutor.com or maybe having students use text to speech to listen to their writing and then revise.
Thank you for joining us for this recap video. Join us next month for community support specific to curriculum and instruction across all academies. Each session includes an overview from our curriculum coordinators, followed by breakout rooms specific to instruction based on subject and grade. It's been an honor to be here virtually with you, and we look forward to seeing you in the next round.